And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Satisfactory. Alright, I've refactored this a little bit. These guys are all full, ready to go. And I did a little bit of math. I don't know if anybody actually did the math, but 240 a minute can support roughly 10. A little over 10 for silica. Okay, little over 10. Fractional. So there is 12 here, but only 10 of them are hooked up. For reasons. Now over here we are going to have the other product, which is quartz crystal, and this can only support roughly 6, so about half of what we could support on silica. Leg spike. So this is going to be expandable area in here for this quartz. Okay, so you are going to be quartz crystal. Quartz crystal. Quartz. That one's set already. I'm going to do one here, and plan on having probably another setup here, because we are going to need a lot of this stuff, this quartz crystal. The thing that uses it is the crystal oscillators to craft, and I'm pretty sure they need somewhere in the 30s for production. Okay, you get power. Yeah, and this is just making stuff off the miscellaneous I had from deconstructing. Okay, so the bottom one I want to use for this. And the reason I'm refactoring this is if we double this up, like if we have a setup for 780, right? Well, that's going to take a lot of constructors. And I'd rather not have a long line of them, just for reasons. Various reasons. Just because the stuff at the end gets kind of trickled in, and it's kind of a waste. Alright, so this... we can continue this top one. I can put in more on the bottom, when that time comes. But here, let's get you lined right up. And then a conveyor lift with a conveyor right inside. There we go. Now the outputs for these, one of the reasons I wanted to have the belts sort of done like this is typically in setups that I want to have expandable, I push the finished product into the same direction as the raw materials come in. So we have the raw materials coming in here. I like to push the finished product into this direction. So that means we want a stacker on here. Probably going to have 2 on this one, and then 2 on this one. Okay, so one stacker will be this return trip here. And I love that you can put belts over mergers and splitters now. It's so handy. So handy. Because if I want to add on to the end of this, or add another section, it's a lot easier to do that when you have when you plan on it from the get-go. So we're going to do a merger here. Oh, that's out of line. So this is basically going to merge into there. So let's get Mark 3. And this belt will be a little wonky, but it should fit in there. Yeah, it's a little bit off kilter. I could have put these mergers back and made that all fancy, but I didn't. Okay, let's go down to 2. And then you. Okay, and then these we're going to want to merger. Right in there. One, two. I like the last couple machines to have fast belts just to make sure there's no hiccup in the supply line. All right, so we have now over here these guys running in. So let's get a merger. See if we can line this up pretty decently here. No, it's gonna be icky, no matter which way I cut it. And we are going to need quite a bit of this stuff. So let's get these mergers in. Give ourselves a little bit more space on this side, because we need to go up here. One, two, three, four. Yep, that's what I thought it was going to be. Okay, so that one swings into there. And yes, I could make that all pretty and nice, but all right, so there's the 6 of these, giving us roughly 130-ish per minute of that second material right there. Now we have both of these ready to rock and roll. We can think about moving them towards the base. Oh, I have gotten no luck at all with this. Wow, 3, 8 frames. That's brutal. Heavy oil residue. Why would this be a good crude oil to heavy oil residue? Yeah, why not? I've gotten no luck with the hard drives at all. Like, it's been painful. Let's see. We want to go basically down this line. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we want to cut in right in here. One, two, three, four. Yep. Actually, no. Those don't need to be there. So, conveyor belts. Top is silica, or the quartz. Bottom is the silica. Now I want to, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, spike. It always throws me off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can ride the top of that all the way out of the base. Oh, tree. You realize, tree, that your days are numbered, right? Even your minutes are numbered. Okay, so we're gonna need plan this out here. Now, what kind of stuff? Keep bringing back tons and tons of like leaves and stuff. A lot of mining. Well, let's see if we can't shrink this down a little bit. It just saves on some stackers. I mean, it's not a big deal. Because I knew we were dropping down another level, which is going to allow us to go a little higher. Basically keep those even from there. All right, now, beautiful. And I set up, if you follow this here, this is new. I set up a little concrete, a little area over here. It's a normal vein of concrete, or a normal vein of limestone up here. So with one shard, it's 180 a minute, which is exactly 4 crafters. So I'm getting 60 per minute of concrete through this, which is not bad considering how much concrete I've been using in the area. So this is going to be a long and winding road all the way back to base. But I wanted to get some of this process on camera. I mean, it's not all fun and games here. We got a lot of work. Okay, that's not interrupting with the thing at all. Okay, so over here is where things get a little messy. This is the coal going up into the gunpowder area. Where did I just build that? Okay. So the lines are already like ready and set which is nice. All of the, you don't have to like count out the spacing at all. You can just go and supplement. And I am almost out of poles. Or plates, I should say. Okay, so here's this is the black powder area. Obviously way overbuilt, like way overbuilt. Yeah, a little bit of extremities there. See if we have, I'm pretty sure I dropped off some plate and some rods over here, but I might be mistaken. Of course, in between episodes I can definitely grab some more material and build this out. Tough part's already done for me. Just the tedious part is next. It's gonna be a lot of steel plate, that's for sure. And one thing I can do with this concrete that I have right there is I can set up a little system. When I come through here, when I finally unlock that next level of belt, and I need encased beams, when you swap these out, I'm going to get a ton of steel beams. So I can use that concrete right there. There's all these going all the way back to the quartz miners there. Those are all going to be upgraded. And so I'm going to have a ton of beam on me. And rather than waste it, I'll just upgrade it into encased and then upgrade the belts like with that encased beam. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Okay. Where's my little chest? There it is. Yeah, I definitely have some stuff and things in here. Pondering whether to put... Do I have any pipe? No, I don't have any extra pipe. Take a lot of pipe. But I was thinking about doing a hyper tube out here, just because we've been putzing about quite a bit with this area. But as a general rule, I like to use up what resources I have before I go on a resupply. So that means, you know, steel beam and all this kind of stuff too. And hopefully, I don't have many hard drives left. I might have to work on some hard drives if I don't get the recipes that I'm looking for. These are not the recipes you were looking for. All right, a little over the hump here. This one's going to get a little tricky. You go into there. You go into there. All right. You... No. There we go. Now, let's see if my build gun can extend all the way out to there. Beautiful. And I'm out of steel plate. All right, well, there's a whole lot left to go. There's gonna be so much steel plate. It's kind of painful to think about. Oh, the slow progress up hills. It's still faster than running, though. Yeah, that's so overbuilt. So there's the line there. We can tack onto this line and bring those two materials back down through this way. It's just the perfect setup there. And I added this on my way out here. This kind of skips behind the base. It's a little easier to make it cruise in through over here. Okay. Right where I needed to. Let's check this. Still nothing. 5 per minute, 2 per minute, 3 per minute. Packaged water. Heavy oil residue. Packaged fuel. Might as well. Yeah, I'm six attempts at my hard drive left. I hope I'm gonna get really, really lucky. I really, really do. Put some of this stuff away. Now I'm actually worried. I'm actually worried that I'm not going to get the recipes, and I'm going to need to go out and hunt down some more hard drives, which is not, I mean, that's hours and hours and hours of work. Just FYI. So I may do that in the next week, off camera. May bring some friends in to help out with the hunt. But I've got a lot of belt to run. Is this full? Yeah, that filled up. Tons of belt to run. So I have a lot of work left already. Oh, look at the plates. Poles. Everything else is decent. Cables, maybe. Just to top everything off. Alright, well, it's a little shorter of an episode, but I have a lot of busy work to do, and I don't want to just sit and stretch belt after belt after belt after belt on camera. I don't think that's what people want to see. Flying through hypertubes, though, this is always a fun thing to do. So yeah, please leave a comment down below if you have something to say, and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and hit that like button if you've been enjoying the series. And I will see you next time.